Okay, so my first leg predictions in the last 16 were a little bit off the boil, but things should get a little bit more clearer this time out as we wrap up the last 16 and the second leg. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to the last 16 in the 2018-2019 Europa League, but we're focusing on the second leg, boys and girls. Now we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, whoa, football, we're all here under one roof. Now, before we look into the old second leg, we're going to take a look back at my predictions and the last leg, the old Europa League. So kicking off this set of matches, it was Eintracht Frankfurt up against the Italians, Inter Milan, and it was a ball draw, folks, 0-0. Got that one pretty wrong as I went in favour of the Germans, 2-0 winners for Frankfurt. So, no, that game is still wide open and it'll be decided in the second leg. Zagreb took on Benfica and ended up as a 1-0 winners for the Croatian outfit. Actually, so it was a 2-1 win, so not too shabby indeed. Sevilla of Spain took on Slavia Praha of the Czech Republic, and that ended up as a 6-goal monster, 3 goals apiece. Everyone happy with that, possibly. I think Slavia Prague should be the fancied to go through when they bring it back home. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win in favour of Sevilla, so just 2 goals shy, but ultimately wrong. Stade runs up against Arsenal, and one of the surprises of this set of matches ended up as a 3-1 win for the French outfit. Arsenal played the last cluster of minutes there with 10 men. Actually saw it go 2-1 winners in favour of Arsenal, so got this one absolutely wrong. Meanwhile, over in Russia, Zenit St. Petersburg took on Villarreal and lost. Another surprise one here, 3-1 winners in favour of the Spanish outfit Villarreal. 1 foot in the next round, perhaps. I actually saw it going 2-0 in favour of Zenit St. Petersburg, but ultimately got that one wrong. Chelsea took on Dinamo Kiev, and they came out quite comfortably on top, 3-0 winners over the Ukrainians. And again, possibly 1 foot into the next round there. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win in favour of the former Premier League winners at Stamford Bridge, so just 1 goal shy. Napoli took on Salzburg, and they also came out on top with a 3-0 win in favour of the Italians. So I actually saw it as a 2-0 win in favour of Napoli, so not too shabby indeed. Meanwhile, wrapping up the first leg of the last 16, Valencia took on Krasnodar, and they also came out on top, 2-1 winners over Krasnodar. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win for Valencia. So realistically, when you look at that, I got half right, half wrong. But I know where some people were moaning at it and saying how horrific it was. But basically, I got the Arsenal one wrong, and it was tough to call. I think Arsenal were the favourites. It was a surprise, but ultimately, what's going to happen in the second leg? What will get them through to the next round? This is where it's all at, boys and girls. Inter Milan will take on Eintracht Frankfurt, and they are going to come out on top. Winners, that's right. Inter Milan will get through to the last 8, the quarterfinals, with a 2-0 win over Frankfurt, and that will be 2-0 on aggregate. So that'll be good enough for them to make it. Meanwhile, this is a difficult one. Benfica up against Dinamo Zagreb. Obviously, Zagreb with a 1-0 win in the first leg. I think they're going to lose this one over in Portugal. They're going to lose 2-1, but that means it's a 2-2 on aggregate. Away goals should have a massive effect, and that will put the Croatians through to the quarterfinals. That's a difficult one. Difficult draw is that Dinamo Zagreb. You don't want to go there. Meanwhile, Slavia Prague will take on Sevilla again. The 3 goals apiece in this one, but Sevilla should come out on top. Ultimately, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win in favour of multiple winners. They've won this, or they've featured in the final or the later stages of this tournament for the past few years. 5-4 in aggregate. Sevilla 2-1 on the night. Arsenal up against Stade Reims. They're going to have a massive uphill struggle, and they're going to go. Obviously, their win against Manchester United in the Premier League this weekend. That's going to give them a good old boost, and they're going to come out on top, 3-0 winners, and that'll be 4-3 on aggregate to knock out the French side, despite their comfortable 3-1 win at home. Villarreal will take on St. Petersburg over in Spain, and again, this is a difficult one. I see it as a 2-0 win in favour of Villarreal, and that will be, what was that, 5-3 on it? I don't know. I can't remember the first leg. What was the first leg back in there? Yeah, it would be a 5-1 win in favour of Villarreal on aggregate, and that will send the Spanish team through to the knockout phases. Dinamo Kiev will take on Chelsea over in the Ukraine, and that's going to end up as a 2-2 draw, folks. But ultimately, Chelsea already through to the later stages after that comfortable 3-0 win. So that'll be 5-2 on aggregate for Chelsea. Meanwhile, Salzburg take on Napoli, and the Italians, obviously, comfortable first leg win. They'll add to that with a 2-1 win over in Austria, and that'll be a 5-1 win on aggregate for the Italian outfit to get through into the quarterfinals. And then wrapping it up, Krasnodar up against Valencia. Can Krasnodar upset the apple cart? I don't think so. I think Valencia will have enough in the tank to get themselves through with a 1-1 draw on the night, which will make 3-1 win on aggregate. and that'll set up a tasty set of quarterfinal matches. And I think my teams from these predictions will be Inter Milan, Dinamo Zagreb, Sevilla, Arsenal, Villarreal, Chelsea, Napoli, and Valencia. If your team's still in there, who do you want? Stick them all down in your comment section below. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related. Whoa! Football related, all here under one roof. And before I let you get out of here, make sure to check out the other description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there, Twitter and Facebook. Check me out, follow me, so you can keep up with me on the fly. And make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section below. What do you think will happen in the Europa League? Will your team go through? Will they get knocked out? Any surprises and all that kind of good stuff? Stick your own predictions down in the comment section below. And we'll have a good old natter about it. Anyway, until we see you again, which will be the quarterfinals in the old Europa League, I'll be back here on the channel. Make sure you check it all out. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe, abouts. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.